John and Dan and I saw Ghostbusters Frozen Empire this weekend. We really enjoyed it. I didn't see any of the critic reviews or anything like that going into it. I was just excited to see this movie. And lo and behold, apparently the critics are destroying this movie. And it's got like a 45% on Rotten Tomatoes. And I truly don't know why. From the trailers, it's everything that the movie is everything the trailers say it's going to be. And I know we're not going to go into details about the movies because obviously Dave and Duggan haven't seen it, but it's literally what the movie promised it was going to be. And I'm normally one who sides with the critics on a lot of stuff, but come on, this is a fucking comedy movie, like set in the world of Ghostbusters. How could it be being reviewed so poorly?
I got one question.
Yes.
Was it funny?
Yes.
Okay. That was actually one of the critiques I heard, is that it's not funny. So, like, if it's funny, then I don't know. Critics don't laugh anyways.
Well, the real question is,
what's funny,
are
Dave?
these
Is
people
funny like a question, like a couple of jokes throughout the 2 hours like movie, or is it funny like fucking, I don't know, like say Superbad funny? Because that shit nonstop fucking funny.
I mean,
like,
it's not
what's
super bad funny, but I feel like what the critics are looking for is the funny from like the 1984 Ghostbusters, which you can't fucking do anymore. If you go back and you watch,
I would argue it's in the movie, that kind of humor.
It kind of is.
It is a little bit, but not as bad. But I mean, or maybe that's what the fucking problem is.
I'd say this is the funniest Ghostbusters movie they've released. I laughed harder at this one than I have at the other Ghostbusters movie, even the original. Like, I love the original Ghostbusters movie. It's very funny, but this one's got more jokes in it than that one did, and it's definitely funnier than Afterlife, which was also pretty funny. I mean,
it's really good.
Now, who's in this one? Is Paul Rudd in this one again?
Yeah,
Yes.
Paul Rudd's in this one. He's more prominent than he was in the first one. He's got more jokes than he does in the first one. And then the supporting cast of people you haven't seen are funny in it too. Kamal Nanjiani is fucking hysterical in this movie. Hysterical. Patton Oswalt, he's in it for just a small scene. He's hilarious in it. And I know Duggan hates Patton Oswalt.
That made you fuck.
Sorry.
We need to go to the library. Aren't we?
Are we in the library? No, this is the old library. Yeah, no. It's
Are the Stay Puft guys in it? Because I saw that commercial and those mini ones.
Yeah, the little ones.
That's the only reason I would go see that is for the mini guys.
Yeah,
but
they're
like
good.
I seen a critique on it saying that there wasn't enough busting going on, right? And I was like, "There's plenty of busting going on." I don't understand.
I heard Duffy bust at least 3 times during the movie.
Yes,
it was an audible bust.
What do you? Hey, busting makes me feel good.
Yeah.
It's like I get it. If you're, I don't get it. Actually, I'm full of shit. I don't get it at all. Because if you're not going into it expecting to see fucking like Hamlet, it's Ghostbusters. You want to see ghosts, some eerie shit, some humor from people who are afraid of that eerie shit, and just some general like prop comedy, like fucking people getting oozed and shit. And that's what this movie did. I don't understand.
So the critics were saying like, what? It's not funny, but what's an example of that not being funny? Or what's another example? Like, what's they're complaining about?
Yeah, I don't know. No. Like I said, I didn't dive into it. I just saw that I saw that the critics were destroying this movie, and I was like, how? Like, what critic went into this movie and didn't have fun? It's capital F fun, this movie.
I'm wondering, Duffy, it's the other thing that I texted you quickly about, is that I think this is the year where people are going to start hitting on nostalgia for nostalgia's sake. And so anything that even ties back to the 80s or 90s is going to start getting hated on a little bit. And I think maybe that's what it was.
Fucking awakening. This next topic coming at the
end. Well, I mean, to flip it, go.
No, you go. You're ready.
I wasn't paying attention what the fuck you guys were saying. I was going to go back to the critics. Talk.
Okay. Go.
I was just going to say, like, I can understand nostalgia being too much. People are like, I'm sick of nostalgia. Give me something original, right? But I feel like these Ghostbusters movies handle that passing of the torch storytelling better than any other fucking franchise that's ever tried it.
100%.
And that's like, and they do it right. So I can't believe that people, it's not like Indiana Jones fucking tagging Shia LaBeouf along. And then it's like, oh, is this kid going to be Indiana Jones? No, it's literally the old Ghostbusters are there in a limited capacity in a way that makes sense for the movie. So
I mean, I will say this much: Afterlife stole like the Force Awakens like idea and did it better than the Force Awakens did. And so, like, I mean, it's a better version of that. It's the right mix of nostalgia, new characters, and it's a good movie in a new setting. And so, I mean, I wanted to go see this one. So, I mean, I haven't heard anything that makes me not want to see it yet.
You should see it, and I'm telling
Absolutely.
you should take your son John to see it. I think he would love it, and I
Wait,
think
how old is this child of yours?
Old enough.
11.
Okay.
Sure.
Yeah,
yeah,
no,
that'll do.
definitely.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm just saying the ghost
You can
is
judge my parenting afterwards.
scariest ghost in any Ghostbusters movie.
he's
ever.
freaky looking. The main ghost is freaky looking. So
Oh,
prepare.
I thought
show
we were
John an
talking-
image of him and be like, "This is the main ghost." But
we
I
were
don't-
talking about the one that was in the enclosure and that had like the actual ghost face and everything else. I was like,
oh, the
that
drip
one's
mouth.
fucked me up. Yeah, I was like, that will fuck me up. I was like, no.
So
So to jump back real quick, I did pull up some reviews on Rotten Tomatoes. It's 44% from critics, 84% from audience.
Yep.
Such a
So
gap.
again, we have a big gap here, which tends to be true, but I feel like it's a normal gap, unlike Rebel Moon.
yeah, there's no one's attacking that audience score to try and get that fucking
Yeah.
padding up. Like that's
But the
I've been
first
sending
one,
fucking
top
stern emails
critic.
all week.
Mark Kermode, said it's like the scriptwriters just devoured some plates of Ghostbusters stuff and went barf. None of it makes any sense.
What?
And I also saw some other things saying scattered storylines, undercooked ideas, stuff like that. And I don't understand where they're coming from on that because I feel like there was one storyline.
Yeah, there was plenty of breadcrumbs go from
So
one thing to the next.
one of the critiques I did see was somebody said that it's like, do you remember the 1980s or it might have been 90s, the Ghostbusters, the real Ghostbusters cartoon show?
Yeah.
How they were just random ghosts of the week and they didn't always make sense ghost wise why they popped in. They said that this felt like a movie version of one of those episodes, which I agree. It kind of did because there's really like all of a sudden this ghost shows up like and the backstory for this ghost shows up, but it's not like it doesn't tie into Ghostbusters.
But they're in a completely different city than they were in Afterlife.
I know
They're
yeah.
in New York City now.
You can't do Gozer every time.
Nebraska.
You can't do fucking Vigo every time.
Yeah.
So like,
Although I would have loved to see Vigo, just to be clear. I was like, bring me back Vigo.
That one
I'm
critique,
gonna kill another person. I'm telling you, Vigo's dead.
that
The actor
one
who plays
critique,
Vigo?
Duffy,
Yep, let's
Oh,
find out now.
for
Now I gotta find
sure.
out if I killed
the
another
actor who plays,
person in a row.
I would probably
weeks in a
agree the
row.
actor who plays Vigo is dead.
all I know is that one critique you just read out, Duffy, makes me want to see it more. That was a good ass Saturday morning cartoon.
It was
I'm
awesome.
Like, what were they trying to sell me on it? Like, what is this? This critic sucks.
I'm also confused about that because the fact that you're supposed to have a rhyme or reason why ghosts show up. What the fuck are you talking about? Right?
I don't know. Like I said, it's fucking Ghostbusters. I thought it was a lot of fun. My kids wouldn't have got most of the jokes because they're definitely like, I mean, there's a sex dungeon joke, so it's fantastic and it's hilarious, and it goes on for just long enough that you're like, this is perfect.
Yep.
And then but they wouldn't have got that. But you know what? Maybe you can have fun explaining that one to John after he sees it.
Yeah.
That's fine. I'm sure.
So-
We said
You know,
Stranger Things.
you'd be
There's
like,
tentacle porn in that thing.
Yeah, you're like, your mom and I used to have a sex dungeon.
In fact, we gave you our sex swing. It's down the basement.
Oh,
This swing looks funny. Why is there a
So-
hole cut in the seat?
So Dan,
There's
is
multiple
Vigo dead?
holes.
Yeah, Vigo died in 2004, but
Oh,
do you know what his actual name is?
Vigo.
It's the most German fucking name on the face of the planet.
Hans.
Wilhelm von
Held on.
Homburg.
Wilhelm von Homburg.
Yep.
Yeah,
That
that's
guy
pretty-
sounds like a top notch Nazi bad guy.
But he
I
has
was
an
gonna-
AKA. Apparently, he went by Norbert Group.
What?
Norbert Grouper.
Norbert Group.
That's not even better.
No,
Oh
I would have
my
been.
God.
I would have rather been Wilhelm von Homburg.
Yes.
Yeah.
When you said it's the most German name, I thought you were going to say it's Hitler von Hitlerstein or something like that. But that's pretty
No,
good.
that's the most Nazi name.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's true.
It's true.
Hey guys, thank you so much for clicking on this video. If you like what you saw here, make sure you're subscribed. We're trying to grow this channel and every single subscription helps. You know what else helps? Clicking that like button. Click that notification bell. That way every single time that we drop a new bit of content, you get notified about it. If you like these conversations and you want to see the full unedited versions of them, make sure you go over and check out the Random Things podcast. We go live every Thursday night and it gets crazy. We'll probably get canceled before we get too big.